So we start by saying a lot of us, myself included, I was a huge science fiction fan growing up, and the things that really got me excited about science fiction were the fact that people could make their own reality. They could design systems that could create new futures and that would bring about a really exciting new opportunities for people and for humanity as a whole. And in films like 2001: A Space Odyssey or Star Trek, we not only saw a future where men and women reached out into the depths of space, but we saw a future where people benefited from the extraordinary new computers that they had built. A future where people could talk to a computer like a person, and it would help us accomplish really extraordinary things. It was a hopeful future. It stoked our imagination, and it inspired us, and it inspired many of us who work in tech to go out and try and build that future for all of us. And then in the past couple of years, it seemed like we were arriving in that future. A lot of that science fiction promise was starting to become reality. Since the launch of ChatGPT, it's been amazing to see the pace at which conversational AI is accelerating. Large language models are clearly at this point not a passing fad. They are transformative technologies that are reshaping our world. And along with it, how a lot of our businesses operate, because it feels like this first real glimpse of this science fiction future that we were promised. But along with those realizations are coming really huge expectations for what it's going to mean for the economy and the way we all run our businesses. And we're feeling that at DevRev too. Alongside huge expectations come huge promises from startups to big tech alike. But you probably know that there's a big problem with this. Large language models need access to a lot of data to work effectively. Consumer grade large language models solve this or address it because they can access the huge corpus of publicly available information across the internet. But for businesses, well, support leaders like you know that your data is spread across a wide range of software solutions. And you need all of those software solutions to make your team successful. But to make AI meaningful and powerful, to unlock all of the true potential, you need to access all of that data and make it accessible and actionable. You need to retain its business context. Otherwise, AI is just a feature inside of existing applications. Think Copilot or Agentforce. Or it's a bolted on solution, maybe like Glean, that only scratch the surface of what's possible. Neither really deliver on the big promises that are being made about where AI is headed into the future. And we know this is a big obstacle for business leaders. Almost 90% of IT leaders are reporting that while they want to take advantage of conversational AI and the benefits they believe it can provide, they're still worried about issues of data access and keeping data up to date. But the good news is that's where DevRev comes in and where we've really solved that problem. Now, how did we do that? Well, 3 years ago, we built two new products, or we started building two new products. It was a journey. It took 3 to 4 years to fully complete this, and we're continuing to make these products better. These are patented solutions that allow us to fully unify data from across your systems of record. Think Salesforce, GitHub, Jira, Notion, Zendesk, Slack, and others. And it pulls all of that into a proprietary knowledge graph, which is a new type of database that blends both structured and unstructured data. This groundbreaking innovation enables modern AI systems like ChatGPT or Claude to not only read and retrieve information across your varying software solutions, but to answer questions, receive feedback, take action, and automate processes across your company's software. Now, admittedly, we couldn't anticipate just how far and fast AI would come since 2020. But what we did anticipate is that solving this big problem, how do we unify data sources, would provide businesses with meaningful opportunities and advantages to reshape how they work and to bring teams back together. And since we've seen ChatGPT launch and all of the acceleration that's come since then, we realized that all of our preparation had really paid off. AirDrop and the Knowledge Graph are the solution that unlocks next generation conversational AI at work right now. And so when you get DevRev, you're first and foremost getting a cutting edge AI interface, just like those you've come to expect from consumer experiences, but working on top of your company's data. Deploying AirDrop and the Knowledge Graph makes setup easy and seamless, and doesn't require you to shift away from any of your existing systems. They enable highly accurate search, hyper-personalized workflows, and lightning-fast analytics made easily accessible across a conversational interface. Just like with ChatGPT or Claude, employees from across your company can ask questions, get summaries, create materials, and provide feedback to collaborate with the system and deliver results that were previously unimaginable. Now, as a customer service leader, you're well aware of just how many services you need to deliver a great experience, and that helping customers get the information they need is challenging because the answers are spread out all over these systems. Not only customer service systems and tickets, help centers, or knowledge bases, many answers reside with your product or engineering teams in your code base or in documents. But this is where AirDrop and the knowledge graph are so powerful. They stitch together all of the right information into a single data layer while maintaining the right privacy and security permissions to make it accessible not only to you and your company, but for the right answers to your customers so they can get the answers that they need. This boosts customer satisfaction, increases visibility and collaboration, and reduces waste. And the good news is it's easy for you to get started with all of this right now using DevRev's Plug SDK, which delivers a full experience for your support teams that can sit alongside your legacy systems while dramatically improving their efficiency, efficacy, and ultimately your customers' satisfaction. So let's get into how it works. First, Plug delivers a modern conversational experience that is much more natural than the legacy chatbot systems that often misunderstand, misinterpret, or just plain fail. That's because they tap the same technology that powers large language models. So your customers experience a dialogue that feels natural, human, and responsive. Think of it like moving from a BlackBerry to an iPhone, where older experiences were clunky and rigid. Conversational AI is elegant, flexible, and user-friendly. What's more, because it's hooked up to all of your data sources in a permission-aware and structured way, answers can be easily derived from previous requests, from session data, and from other user information, delivering a personalized experience and ensuring that once a ticket is solved once, it can be used to automatically address, answer, and deflect those questions in the future. This also makes setup easy. You don't need to invest tons of time in building and rebuilding some complicated decision tree that's outdated each time you push a product update or engage a new customer base. Instead, the system stays up to date as your product changes and as new support, customer, and user data comes in through the normal course of business. It's an always-on, real-time solution that customers love and that drives major efficiency across your support organization. We also know that you've got plenty of existing systems that your teams are working in, so we make it easy to take advantage of DevRev no matter what tools you're using. With DevRev's integrated data layer and extensible knowledge graph, you can extend advanced AI capabilities to your team's existing workflows without changing how they work or the tools they're using. This boosts their ability to assist customers effectively by putting AI assistants directly within your current apps, guiding agents in real time. No more jumping between screens or second-guessing solutions. Instead, DevRev's conversational AI is there, surfacing the most relevant information and actionable insights. What's more, you can deploy AI agents and build powerful workflows that autonomously resolve a significant portion of tickets through proactive automation. These workflows categorize requests, highlight priorities, and provide next steps. They maintain full context across all engagements, so the system can enable agents to manage multiple cases seamlessly, accelerating onboarding for new users and ensuring zero loss of critical data. DevRev lets you unlock the full potential of your support org without having to overhaul your tech stack or the way you work. And finally, because the system learns, and because it can process extraordinary amounts of data effectively, it can develop insights and predict problems in ways that are not possible for people. AI is always working and never daunted by the volume of information, which unlocks new opportunities for CX teams to transform customer satisfaction. For example, picture a user quietly stuck on a bug buried in your system, or feedback about a feature request that's hidden in a ticket that no one saw. These aren't just missed opportunities, they're risks that add up over time. We've all seen companies scramble when unnoticed issues suddenly blow up. But with AI, you can catch those risks early. Not just fix problems, but prevent them. With DevRev, your team gets a real-time view of what customers are saying, doing, and even what they're not saying outright. DevRev works quietly in the background, analyzing interactions across every channel, support chats, logs, user sessions. If frustration spikes in a conversation or a trend emerges in tickets, AI flags it immediately. No more missing subtleties. Customers don't always report issues directly, but their behavior tells a story. Maybe they hesitate at a checkout or use a workaround feature repeatedly. AI will spot those clues so you can address gaps before they become widespread complaints. It's about staying ahead, not just catching up. The real value? AI doesn't just hand you insights, it helps you act on them. If a user struggles during onboarding, automatically send them a help guide. If feedback on a feature turns negative, pause promotions around it until it's fixed. And because the system understands context, your team can ask questions like, did last month's training reduce escalations? Or how did the new update affect satisfaction? You get clear answers, not guesswork. That means less time digging for data and more time showing your impact to your team, your product, and to your leadership without the busy work. Without this, you rely on incomplete data and hindsight. Silent issues fester until they're urgent. But with AI, you're building a culture of prevention. You'll see which features resonate, where users get stuck, and what drives loyalty, all in real time. And your CX team shouldn't need a PhD in AI to solve these sorts of everyday problems. With our conversational and prompt-led design, you build, deploy, and improve AI workflows by asking for exactly what you need in plain language. Whether it's prioritizing urgent tickets, evaluating team impact, automating tasks, or even building new AI agents, there's a prompt for that. Behind the scenes, our experts configure enterprise-grade AI infrastructure around your unique workflows. From there, your team maintains full control. You can adjust policies, optimize logic, or deploy new automations, all through intuitive natural language prompts. No coding, no guesswork, and as you work, the platform learns. Every resolved ticket or analyzed chat refines its precision. The outcome? Effortless agility today with AI that evolves autonomously tomorrow, delivering enterprise-ready results that scale seamlessly as your business grows. Now, all of this is built on the back of DevRev's Agent OS platform, which sits on top of the knowledge graph to deliver highly accurate search with precise results and all the reasoning capabilities you've come to expect from consumer-grade LLMs, but working on your proprietary data. And because our knowledge graph works on both structured and unstructured data, we can build and deliver personalized workflows allowing for all of these automations and actions across your products that saves your team's time. And finally, Agent OS does all this through lightning-fast analytics that work in real time across your applications, allowing you and your teams to make data-driven decisions confidently and quickly. Adopting DevRev is simple. It's zero disruption. We integrate with all of your current systems, and we bidirectionally sync with them to keep them up to date when you make changes. We provide an applied AI team to help you evolve your organization, and we can start small and sync across your existing systems while we gradually displace the tools that you're using today, if and when you're ready. We've already seen customers transform their support organizations with DevRev, driving faster resolution times, more deflection,